Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. And please do remember that if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so for one of this month's videos, we're going to talk about the topic of what sort of magic do you need right now. So we have 4 piles: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So we're going to see what kind of vibes come up, what kind of magic might be beneficial for you right now with maybe your current situation or maybe a future situation. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to come across this reading, know it's meant for you now. And again, if more than one pile resonates with you, that's perfectly all right. And if it's only like one section in a reading that really hits home, that's perfectly all right too. Again, take what resonates, trust your intuition, and we're just going to go ahead and jump into this. For those who picked pile 1 with the ameturine, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading. And also I will be closing out the reading by pulling some additional cards, but let's jump into the meat of this. So for our tarot, we have the Hermit. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the 9 of Wands. So already my vibe off of these 3 cards alone is that the magic that you need right now is probably protective in nature to a certain degree, because the 9 of Wands talks about continuing on with a battle even when you're tired. I feel like a lot of you have been... You really want to protect your peace, especially your peace within your family, or it is conversely your family that might be interrupting your peace to some degree. So I feel like this is a message here to really retreat inside and really bring about the magic from deep within your gut is what I'm getting. So let's see what else we have here. So we have the butterfly with the soul. What was I just saying? Like, it comes deep from in your gut. Exactly. We also have earth magic. So yeah, getting down, touching grass, getting back to the earth, planting something, weaving magic into it. Especially if you want like long-term success and happiness for your family. There is a whole side to doing magic where it's like you can sort of imbued some seedlings with a specific intention, or you plant the seedlings with an intention, a magical working that you've done on a piece of paper, and you bury that down into the dirt with the seedling, and then you watch how that plant grows as a way of seeing how well your magic is actually working, and also as a way of like nourishing it and keeping it going a more long-term way. So there's a lot of different ways that you can play with that. We also have good luck with the little black cat here. So, and we have wisdom, and look at that. So much like butterfly energy between these 2 cards. So wisdom, psychic, intuition, and truth. So really using this magic to tap into the truth of the matter. And this is about bringing good luck, I feel like, for your family, for the success of your family. But this is going to require you to maybe step away a little bit to like kind of go into your own personal cocoon to, you know, gestate a little bit more to figure out what to do. So we're going to dive a little bit more into our oracle cards here and see what they have to say. So we're going to start with our wisdom card here, which is card 44. So with this is related to the indigo white color ray. So the wisdom you seek is within you, the Hermit. Unite with your powerful highest self, the purest frequency of you, and know thyself. You have innate gifts of psychic intuition, but you must first cultivate and exercise your mastery. Your higher self contains the keys to unlocking your gifts. It's full steam ahead, so don't hold yourself back. Remember who you are, a powerful being of light with all the answers within you. So know that you can see the truth in all situations. Some companion crystals you might want to use here or use with your magic is apatite and blue goldstone. And a companion essential oil or plant is mint. Very refreshing, it can be invasive if you're not careful, but it grows so rapidly. So again, you might want to use that in that whole like planter idea that I was just talking about earlier. You might want to grow mint as a part of that. Let's also talk about the butterfly with the soul, which is card 28. So To experience our full selves, we often go through a difficult period of transformation and growth. Trust what you feel. Again, double cars talking about trusting what you feel innately. So I feel like you might have clicked on this video because it's like you're feeling some confusion, or maybe more so doubt about what you feel inside is this kind of magic you need to work. Or again, you feel a specific calling to do a specific thing, but you can't find any, like, oh, well, all the textbooks don't say to do that, or nobody talks about doing that as a way of working magic. Forget about all that, okay? If innately within your intuition, in your psychic, in your deepest soul, it's telling you to do that thing as a way to work your magic, go with it. Within reason, make sure it's not something illegal or, morally corrupt or whatever have you. Use common sense. But again, if it's something that seems like it goes against the normal grain of like, oh, this is how you work your magic, it's like, maybe that's not for you. Trust your own intuition. We all have stages to pass through in life, and not all are easy. Look ahead to where you wish to be, not where you have been. Self-trust and the trust of your partner are necessary for a positive relationship. And that might go into this 10 of Cups right here, because it's like, maybe you're wanting to work magic about something like the next step in your relationship and growing your family, starting that aspect of the journey. Maybe you have some doubts about it. In fact, the mythos around this whole entire card has to do with Psyche and Eros. So yeah, if you don't know the story of that, go ahead and look it up, read about it. But that is what this has to do, what this card is referencing, is the whole relationship of Psyche and Eros. So maybe that's a part of the magic you're trying to work or to understand. All right. So next up, let's talk about our energy card here, which is the good luck card. Actually, I got that backwards. This is our spellcaster card. Woo! I'm with it, I swear. All right, so with the good luck card, this is talking about having faced hardship and misfortune, a little bit of luck will be a welcome relief for you. By stepping away from a negative outlook, you're invited in a magic source that supports the fortuity you wish for. So look out for synchronicity and meaningful coincidence that negate your bad periods and that usher in a change of fortune. Think black cats, horseshoes, and four-leaf clovers to ensure that luck is most certainly on your way. Now is your chance to grab a fortuitous opportunity and take advantage of this prosperous energy of lucky charms, for you're blessed with a lucky streak. So, the spell incantation here is to hold a coin into your heart at noon on a Tuesday during the phase of a full moon. Face south and say, a coin for gain to change the way. Good fortune favors me today. It flows to me and fills my core. Bad luck's thrown out forevermore. A winning streak, the bounty's in. This stroke of luck will help me win. Celebrate through dance or song. My lucky day, I can't go wrong. Leave the coin in nature for someone to pick up and share in the luck and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. So the magical meanings with this particular card is there's a change for the better. Lucky energy surrounds you right now. Grab opportunities with both hands. A black cat signals a lucrative win. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys don't already have an animal companion. Maybe a black cat will be coming into your life here soon. So stay aware of that. And lastly, we're going to talk about our earth magic. So it's interesting because earth magic has a lot to do with also like fortune magic, money magic. They can be very related. So I think it's interesting we have both those things. So it feels like a lot of you are wanting to call in maybe a little bit more financial security as well to help you. in, again, pursuing something as far as like upgrading your family situation and your life to a certain degree. And I feel like you guys have been dealing with some rougher times, and so it's like you're looking for that reprieve. Again, I'm going to emphasize it that you really need to trust your intuition. Yes, I just read out the little incantation and whatnot that goes along with this good luck card, but if that doesn't fit your vibe, trust your instinct and go with what feels best. So, with the earth magic, the key concepts here is being grounded in nature, the quiet, dark place where all things begin, where essence is first ignited before manifestation, knowing you are part of the earth and she is part of you. Earth magic speaks to the intrinsic relationship that you and all living things have with the consciousness of the earth, also known as Gaia. Imagine the oak tree that begins its journey as an acorn, gathering the life force energy it needs from the earth so it can sprout up from the ground. Because you are a part of nature, you follow the same cycle of manifestation. Everything you are, your evolution, and the successful manifestation of your dreams begins below the surface of consciousness until an idea comes, conviction takes hold, and something meaningful can be planted. Be still for a moment, quiet your thoughts, and imagine anchoring your energy to the sacred quality of being a part of this living earth. Do this mindfully to connect with this divine intelligence, with the power to create the perfect form from the essence of a tiny spark of life. Indeed, this is miraculous. The message now is to trust that the seeds you've planted in your field of dreams are in good hands. The earth is a conscious, divine source of love that is doing its part on your behalf. Slow down, take in the beauty of your life now, and trust that what you are intending is being nourished and is growing. There will be plenty of time later to tend to your garden, to water it and weed it. Great magic is germinating underground, working its way to the surface to deliver more blessings than you could imagine. Let it. So this is definitely, let go and let God kind of feeling. So again, this energy is related to earth in general, which has to do with money, family, inherited traits, survival, primitive instincts, security, stability, and the material world. This is the energy and this is the magic you're wanting to work. Again, we already got kind of 2 suggestions of how to do that. Both involve nature. So definitely incorporating that earth element into the magic you want to work. But for the big part here, for you guys in particular, working with either the black cat or the butterfly imagery in particular is very important. Calling on Psyche and Eros, especially for those who are wanting to work more of the love aspect of this, maybe more of the family aspect of it. But regardless, you really need to trust your intuition. You have the answers that you need on how to work this magic the best because you intrinsically know the way to work it. You don't need a book. You don't need a hand holding to figure it out. Like, you already have the answers. And I feel like some of the perspectives of other people have made you second guess what is the right way to do it. There is no right way to do it. There is the right way for you to do it. So keep that in mind. Lastly, we're going to pull some of our Making Magic cards as a final little send-off. These have sigils that you could use in working the magic that's related to them on the card. As such, so let's see what extra... Oh, that's too many. Let's see what cards, pile 1, you need. So we have Spirit, Heavenly Assistance from your angels and guides. We have Little Luxuries, which generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. We have the elements. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, and physical and emotional. And lastly, there we go. We have Successful Career, a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions. So there you go. So that is what I'm getting off of your guys' reading. So if this resonated, please do let me know. Keep your eyes out for the second video that I'll be doing this month because you guys tied my poll in my community tab. Again, I asked for your guys' opinion and what you want to see next in my community posts, so definitely pay attention to that. I have a website if you're interested in prints or checking out my portfolio, as well as, Instagram, Blue Sky, Patreon, all that good stuff. So you can find me around if you're interested in more of what I do and behind the scenes, and I will see you in future videos. Bye-bye. For those who picked pile 2, we're going to go ahead and see what kind of magic you need right now. What's the situation? So, first off, we have the 4 of Wands. We have the 6 of Cups. And we have the Hierophant. So already kind of the vibe I'm getting off of these is this is about, I feel like the magic that you're wanting to work is trying to call up something from the past in a way. Something that brings about a sense of joy and completion. There's also deep ties to tradition, I feel like, in regards to this. This could also be, I feel like for some of you, magic to work to get your dream partner, in a sense, like the person that you imagined as a little kid, like who you saw as your partner, as your soulmate or whatnot. There's maybe some magic being worked to help call that in as well for some of you. Or again, to call in the dream that you had as a child. Could also be magic to, and I don't feel this as strongly for most of you, to like heal something from childhood, to connect to your inner child. Let's see what else we have. We have illumination with expression, positivity, and joy, inspiration. We have spirit guide. So maybe you're trying to connect to a particular spirit guide. We have the storyteller. How many of you who picked this pile are authors, or you want to be authors, or you're writers, whatever it may be? Maybe that's part of like what you're calling back from your childhood, is you had a dream to write stories or create stories, your little tea time in the woods. And we have dog with companionship, and that was something I brought up. Like, again, you're wanting to call in that perfect mate, that person that completes you and is there to help and assist you. Very interesting. So let's get a little bit more into this. So let's look at our storyteller card, which is card 17. See, what is the energy? So this is the energy of fire. So personal power, will, assertiveness, action, vitality, movement, individuation, and extreme states, joy, anger, transformation. So this is the energy that this card has to relate to. So with the storyteller in particular, identity, the key concepts here are identity, positive self-definition, teaching others how to treat you through the stories you tell about who you are. Do you know the story you tell others about who you are? You are a unique being with unique talents and a story unique to you and your experience. In fact, your destiny can be found in the way you weave together these threads of yourself in the world. If there's anything in your life you want to change, then it's time to adjust the story you tell about yourself. Perhaps you are too self-depreciating or apologetic about how you shine, minimizing your powers so others will accept you. Perhaps the way you voice your expectation diminishes your ability to succeed, or you are too willing to tolerate a less than supportive environment. It's easy to be in denial when it comes to others and their behavior toward you. Understand, however, that you teach people how to treat you through how you talk about yourself. Once you recognize what story you're telling others about how to treat you, you can tell a different one. What if you could connect to your true power as a co-creator of your reality? The story originates in your mind, how you think, your conditioning, and past experiences, how you view the world and what you expect to see in it. The truth is, you have everything you need to tell a new tale and weave more blessings into the world as your unique contribution. In fact, practice speaking of your amazing success, your overflowing abundance, and all the love that surrounds you. Soon, the outer world will tell the same story back to you. So there's a key thing for you guys when it comes to the magic that you need to do right now. It has to do with speaking it aloud. So think poems, chants, rhymes, singing. You need to speak the magic you want to generate out into the world. So let's look at our spellcaster card in particular, which for this is the spirit guide. So, magical guidance. You've never ever walked alone. For each step you take is guided by a helpful and protective watcher who resides in the spirit world. Spirit guides come in many forms, including deceased loved ones, animals, and mystical beings who bring to you many gifts and lessons, and always have your best interests at heart. All you have to do is be willing to accept their presence and pay attention to their loving messages, which can come in many ways. You're being nudged to be meditative and to go into deeper commune with your spiritual guardian at this time in order to harness spiritual connection and esoteric understanding. So the spell incantation with this is sit in the dark in front of a mirror during a full moon on a Monday night. Light a white candle and say, loving watchers guide the way, messages throughout the day, finding pennies, feathers fall, spirit signs to mark their call. Stare at flame of candle white, shifted focus in new light. Shadows all around I see, glimpsing figures easily. Magic helper at my side, mirror reveals, spirit guide. Blow out the candle and imagine the smoke from the extinguished flame wrapping around you, binding you and your spirit guide together, and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. So the magical meanings with this card are messages come to you through words and songs, conversations, and books. Signs are all around you. Trust your visions. Leave out gifts of gratitude to seal your bond. So I feel like another way that you could also work your magic is like through, channeled writing might be another beneficial one. But the speaking one in particular, I feel like is the most helpful for you guys. And it's interesting. It was talking about animals as spirit guides, and we have the dog card here. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys start seeing dogs more often, or again, if maybe you grew up in your childhood with a beloved family dog and the dog has passed away, I wouldn't be surprised if they start appearing in your dreams as a sign that, hey, they're still watching over you, they're still your guardian. Or again, you might be just starting to see black dogs in particular inside your dreams, and this is how your spirit guide chooses to appear to you. So moving more into that, let's talk about this card, which is card 11. Actually, no, that's not 11. That's 41. I can't read. So companionship. Be a firm and ethical friend. Seek loyalty and honesty in your friendships. Our friendships should be supportive, not competitive. There is a difference between solitude and loneliness. Something hidden will be illuminated. That's interesting. Something that was hidden will be illuminated, and you literally have the illumination card. That's wild. We all have aspects of ourselves that we do not appreciate or like. Learn to change these things if they do not benefit us, or lovingly accept them. Wow. So that's kind of crazy because literally the storyteller was saying the same thing. Yeah, you might see a 3-headed dog, think Cerebus. Black dog running inside a person. But yeah, that's interesting. So you guys really need to work some magic. Again, maybe working with that inner child to help to heal, to bond, and to come to a fuller realization of who you are as a person. So lastly, let's look at the illumination card, which is card 23. So this has to do with the green-blue color ray. So lift yourself to a higher frequency of joy. You need to express this more fully. Allow the inspiration of nature, the elemental realms, and love to carry you forth in your next endeavors. It is not a time to be looking at your situation from a headspace, but rather the heart space of joy, laughter, and fun. Be positive and know that the light you seek is already inside of you. Your light wants to shine and be allowed complete freedom of expression. So, oh my God, I just got chills. I'm shitting you not. The companion crystal to this card, one of them, is green adventuring, and that is what this stone is. This is what you guys pick, that you really need to work with this in your spell casting, in the magic you want to work. Carry this with you, green adventuring. That's wild. The other one is dolomite, and then the companion essential oil is Idaho balsam fir. Interesting. So that's pretty wild. That literally is the stone that came up. So lastly, we're going to close out your reading by pulling one of these Making Magic cards. These are literally sigils that you could use to, again, work magic that's related to them. So let's see what would be beneficial for group 2. We have protection. Strong protective magic for the family and the home. We have wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes, especially the dreams and the wishes you had as a child. Oh, shit. And again, this is so perfect, especially for that vibe of this particular card. It's like, as a child, you're having a little tea party, you believe in fairies and all the magic in the world, and there you go, fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. So some of you can really commune with the other world of the fae. I have a video here on my channel talking about the 8 signs to know when the fae are around you. So if you're interested in that, go check out that video if you want a little taste of information about this. But again, do your research. Fairies are not all giggles and sunshine, so be aware of that. And lastly, actually, you guys got 2 more. Look at that. Actually, excuse me, 3 more. We got time to shine. Here you go again. It's talking about you need to shine. You need to show your light. You need to celebrate who you are. So it creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. We also have fire. That's literally what the element was related to the storyteller. Fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. And lastly, we have the tree of life, true wisdom, and making good choices in life. There you go. So that is your guys' reading. Remember to check out all my links down below, especially to things like my website where you can find art, portfolio. I have social media things like Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, all that pizzazz. I have another YouTube channel if you want to see more of the art side of things. I've also started to carry over some of my supernatural topic videos over onto that channel. So if you want some more of that content, it's going to be moved over there. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. All right, for those who picked pile 3 with the gold stone, we're going to go ahead and jump into your reading and see what kind of magic you need right now. What's the deal? So we have the 7 of Swords. Interesting. We also have the 7 of Pentacles. So you have 2 7s. So working with that energy of the 7 is very important. And we also have the Fool card. So, all right. So the vibe that I'm getting off of here, I feel like there's definitely a need to, work magic that has to do with starting a new beginning, but also trusting in divine timing, especially with the 7 of Pentacles, because that is so like, don't, count your chickens before they hatched or something like that, whatever that saying is. But basically, letting things germinate. You're going to reap the rewards when the time is right. I feel like keep, it sounds bad, but keep secrets. Don't spill the beans about what you're working on or what you want to manifest before it has happened, because there's definitely a need here to work on your boundaries, to work some magic in regards to protection, because there are forces around you who would like to see you fail, is what I'm getting. People who might want to take advantage of either your good nature or your skills and try to claim them as their own. So, there's a need here to watch, having a deep, watchful eye over the garden that you are cultivating here. Don't be too foolish. Don't be too trusting. I'm getting the sense of here. So you guys got some additional cards, it looks like here. So we got receptivity with the honeybee, That's really interesting. Yeah, don't give too much because it's like the people will take too much. We have close encounters. We have passion. And we have releasing, purification, spiritual cleansing, letting go. It's time to work some magic to let go of the people who are not receptive to you, clearing out the clutter. Do a deep clean. Your magic you need to work is all about cleansing, about releasing the dirt, the things that are grabbing on that are just sucking away your energy. It's like it's time to release, weed the garden so that everything can be fruitful and that you can focus on what is your passions. So let's dive a little bit more into it. So let's talk about the releasing card, which is card 32. So this is having to do with the turquoise white colorway. Release and let go of all the old programs. Purify your worries, toxic thoughts, beliefs, and woes of the past to make way for the new. Although this may seem like a challenge, this situation needs a more clear outlook and a rejuvenated state of being. This may also signify an opportunity to release a toxic situation. It's time to clean house. Don't worry though, after the purging and the spiritual cleanup is over, the new energies will be pouring forth and you'll feel uplifted and energetic. So the companion crystals here to work with are, of course, clear quartz, which is the ultimate magical stone to program and do whatever you need. And we also have aqua aura, so a little pizzazz on a clear quartz, essentially. And the companion essential oil here is hyssop, HYSSOP. Hopefully I pronounced that right, but that could be helpful for you guys to use. Now we're going to talk about our honeybee with card 6. Literally that card just reiterated what I said beforehand about like clearing out the clutter, clearing out the toxic. Especially feel like there's a person around you where it's like they've been playing you dirty. They've been sneaking around and it's time for all of that to come to light and for you to they've been poaching off your garden. They've been sneaking little bites and it's time to put an end to that. So with the honeybee, you must give and take, and let me reread that. Let me start over. We must give and take, and if we make a mistake, we must make amends. The earth revolves around receptivity, to remain balanced and to grow. And as humans are a part of the earth, so this applies to them as well. Learn to work happily with others. It's important to learn to communicate effectively, as there may be a breakdown in communication. Exactly. So definitely make sure that you guys are communicating properly. Also make sure that you're not the shady one, because if you've been the shady one, guess what? You reap what you sow and it's going to come back to you. So just be aware. I'm not saying that's what you guys have been doing, but again, keep that in mind. Some symbology to keep in mind is a bee dance, hive, a man with bees in his beard, bee maidens, and honeycomb. So pay attention to symbols related to that. So next up, we have our spellcaster card, which is passion. So it's time to cast aside all fears that have darkened your outlook and invite some warmth into your in your inner world. Your sparkle has dimmed and your motivation has waned. Everyday life has distracted you, and you've forgotten what it is that truly makes your soul sing. An intense yearning is yet to be satisfied. Although you're unsure of what it is you actually crave, desire, attraction, and enthusiasm accompany you as you remember and reignite that which fuels your passion. So spice up your life as you walk in your true light with full might, vitality, and vigor to reclaim your zest for life. And so the spell incantation to help you with this is face south at noon on a Friday during a first quarter moon. Light a red candle and say, "Now call upon the spirit of fire, invoking vigor, adoration, desire. Allow the fire to ravage and surge, to reignite that hot-blooded urge. Apathy fades in soft candlelight. Stoke up the flame of passion tonight. Emotions embraced and ready to heal. Interest aroused with favor and zeal. Blow out the candle and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. The magical meanings with this card are follow your heart. Your passions reveal your life purpose. A fear of fire stems from a past life. Like what? How many of you who are watching this have a fear of fire? Because that's really interesting. It's so specific. I'm very curious. I do have some readings here on my channel that have to do with past life. I don't know if you've seen them or not, but they're floating around in here somewhere on my channel. I have a lot of videos on this channel. But I was also thinking about doing another past life related reading here in the future, so we'll see. Anyway, renewed passion invokes true love. Strong emotions need to be harnessed. Very cool. So, lastly, we have our close encounters, which is card 10. So the energy that this card relates to is the energy of water. Connection, sexuality, intimacy, birthing, desire, pleasure, feelings, and fluidity, which does also have connections to that fire passion card. So the key concepts here are vulnerability as a strength, letting others see your wounds as well as your strengths, setting healthy boundaries, which was already something I mentioned at the very start of this reading, and that this is some of the magic you need to work is about healthy boundaries. We're setting up boundaries. So this is a time of connection that asks for you to be vulnerable and authentic. Let go of any social masks or constructs you use to keep yourself apart from others. Lower your shields. Allow yourself to step into a dance of intimacy. When you become close to people, you remind yourself that you are not alone. You're part of a beautiful, meaningful bond. At a deep spiritual level, there are so many lessons offered to you in this closeness. At a social level, intimate relationships help you ignite the spark of life that is the power of affinity. You flourish as a result of offering emotional honesty, a true desire for equality, love, friendship, and laughter. You aren't meant to be alone, yet sometimes you are wounded, and we build walls around ourselves so we don't get hurt again. It's time to be honest about yours and step out from behind that barrier and engage in all of life. This is a beautiful opportunity to allow your vulnerability to be your strength as you choose to live in integrity and without artifice. Even in your work life, this mode of connection allows you to be truly present. When you live this way, everything and everyone thrives. You have no need to defend yourself when you're being truly and utterly you, empowered by your raw openness and willingness to be seen. In this way, your close encounters will not fail you. There is much to celebrate when you stand eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder, sharing your heart. So, what I'll have to say about this card. I feel like there's kind of steps here you need to take. So this Seven of Swords could also relate to what this card is talking about, of kind of wearing a social mask, of you hiding who you truly are as a way of, like, again, a mode of protection. Or alternatively, I feel like that overall there's an issue here of being a little bit of your authentic self, because again, there's something that you're fearing. And that could be coming from another person around you. You have fear about them. So then it becomes a question, why are you allowing them into your space, into your life, if you have these reservations about them being in your life, because you can't be yourself around them. So I feel like there's a need to kind of address that if that does resonate. Alternatively, I feel like the moment you cleanse away and you release what is keeping you captive, or again, what's blocking your growth, that is when you can you need to take the next step here to let down the rest of the walls and allow yourself to show who you are. Which again this is talking about, removing barriers, letting down the barriers, which I know is counter to what I've been saying, but they kind of go hand in hand in a way, because when you're being your authentic self, which requires, tearing down a social mask or releasing a certain wall so that you can show your authentic self, that doesn't mean you're a doormat. Like, you still have to have, again, to be your authentic self, you have to know what you're willing to say yes and what you're willing to say no to. You have to understand your personal boundaries and what you will accept in your life and what you won't. So, again, they go hand in hand. By tearing down one wall, you create a gate, so to speak. So you know who you let in and what you don't let in once you're being your authentic self. Hopefully that makes sense. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, that's fine. Anyway, let's close out your reading with one of these Making Magic cards here. These are sigils that you could use related to, what they're talking about in the card to work some magic. So let's see what you guys mean. We have Little Luxuries, generates luxurious experiences and surroundings. Ooh. We have One Enchanted Evening, the perfect night. We have Air, work with the element of air to cut through to the core of a situation and see the truth. And we have Goddess with healing feminine energy. I feel like you guys need one more. One more. Okay. The Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. So, that is your guys' reading. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me know how it goes and what you decide to do with this information. Again, always trust your intuition. And remember to check out all my various links down in the description. I got a website if you want some artwork to hang on your wall or other little goodies. I also have various other social media like Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, Patreon. If you're interested in some sort of content, I probably have it somewhere else. I also have a different YouTube channel for more kind of like behind the scenes life, artwork, that kind of fun stuff. Also, that's where my spiritual kind of topic, supernatural topic videos are moving to. So, if you got any questions, if you have any suggestions, definitely do let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. For our fourth and final pile here with the Howlite Stone, we're going to see what kind of magic you need to work right now. What's the deal? And so we have the Wheel of Fortune. Damn. We also have the Five of Cups. Okay. And we also have the Eight of Swords. All right. So what I'm getting off the vibe right here, right now, it's time to change the tides. There is unexpected things coming for you in the future here. But the big thing you need to do to prepare for what's coming next, because fate's got some things in store for you, you need to release the heartache. This is about healing. The magic you need to work is about healing from emotional wounds, about heartbreak, from past life pain even. For some of you, your mind is just absolutely encaged in a repeating cycle of just like bleh, of just like sadness, maybe even victim mentality, and it might not even be stemming from you. This could be even like generational trauma. This could be, family curses, whatever have you. This could be you still hung up on an ex. Like whatever it is that's got you hung up that you can't see the prosperity coming for you here in the future. It's like, we gotta clean house. Okay. We gotta clean this up. We gotta fix this. Okay. You need to work some magic to help you with this. So let's see what we got for your cards. And you are a pile that definitely got additional cards. So first of all, we got card 41 with transformation, metamorphosis, synchronicity, and the unexpected. This is your Wheel of Fortune. The unexpected is definitely this energy. And again, you need a metamorphosis. You need to get out of your sad girl era and get into bad bitch era, okay? Like, enough with the sad girl, sad boy, whatever fucking shit. It's time to get up, by your pant strings, and move on forward. I don't know why. This is the pile that is definitely the tough love pile already. I could tell you guys. Whoever your guys, ancestors, I'm getting the sense of too, that they're sassy. They're a sassy bunch, and they're tired of your wallowing. They've had enough. They're like, you know what? The wheel is turning, baby. Get the fuck on it, because we're tired of seeing you mope. What the fuck? Yeah, look at this. We got the shark with your purpose, and then we got the hyena with your fear. Snapping. We got 36 and 38. It's like, it's time to get out of the fear and get back into the purpose, okay? We also have feeling the world. We have the great and full. Feeling, fill up your cup again. You have other cups that are still full. Yes, some have spilled out. Life is shit sometimes, okay? But enough is enough. It's time to work on the positivity. We have truth and we have inspiration. Damn. I feel like for some of you, and I don't know, the vibe here with I feel like you have two spirit guides in particular who are very strong feminine energy. They don't like any bullshit because they've gone through a shit ton of bullshit in the past. These could be grandmothers for you. This could be like a past life connection. Whoever this guide is, they're badass woman energy, even though like the two of them are so vastly different. Like like when I look at this image, I'm thinking like nun energy, but it's like, and this, I'm getting the total opposite of that, like wild woman, sexual goddess kind of energy, like complete opposite, like two completely opposite spectrums, but like they both have the same like get shit done energy, and just like enough is enough. Look at the mirror. Look at who you are. You're so much more than whatever it is you're wallowing on. All right, let's get into these cards a little bit. All right, let's see. So let's look at feeling the world and our great and full cards. So let's start with feeling the world, which is card 13. So this is the energy of water. So connection, sexuality, intimacy, birthing, desire, pleasure, feelings, and fluidity. So particularly with this card, it's talking about the key concepts are sensitivity to the feelings of others, awareness of the whole world and a broader perception, empathy, overload, and overwhelm. Again, you might be feeling too many of the feels from everybody else. So part of the magic you might need to work, if like you're a high empath, it's time to work on creating some borders, learning how to tighten the funnel of like what you're tapping into emotionally. So empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being a part of the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. Ask yourself whose energy you've tuned into. You might find it's not even yours. If you're feeling off or drained when you're with someone, they may be siphoning your energy, psychic vampires. In such an instance, this connection is not good for you, no matter how charismatic the person is or how attracted to them you feel. Again, that bad ex that you keep going back to. Do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust your instincts and take care of you. Practice saying no. Avoid the temptation to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. Somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic is. You're also being asked now to be aware of how your words and actions may affect others. While it's not your job to determine how someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Be firm yet kind. Keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. That said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access its wonderful gifts. Today, celebrate the beauty of your sensitivity and that of others. Ooh. All right, we have card 4. Let's see what is the magic of this. So this is related to earth energy. So money, family, inherited traits, survival, primitive instincts, security, stability, and the material world is what this card has to do with. Our key concepts here are the mindful practice of gratitude, knowing that you are enough, committing to your intentions, a sense of sufficiency, letting go of attachments to form. Before you can begin to understand the process of manifesting your desires, you need to practice deep gratitude and the willingness to share that with others. This is the true nature of prosperity. It's not about the things you accumulate at all. It's about how you feel. You're invited to surrender to an important truth. There is always enough for you. There is enough time to do the things you need and desire to do. Enough opportunities to express your talents and connect to your purpose. And enough magic circulating through the invisible world into the visible. Begin your day immersed in gratitude for everything you have and everything you can't yet see. The unmanifest, which begins with every breath you take. Know that you are enough and that all your needs are being fulfilled, even if you doubt this in some moments. No one's success can make you feel small, and comparing yourself to others never works. Your life is brimming with unique potential. Focus on that. When you hold this feeling of gratitude, it acts as a magical open sesame to the flooding gates of abundance. Couple that with a playful sense of detachment, and you'll find that miracles have an uncanny way of showing up in your life. Your intentions burst forth into reality with little effort on your part. There is hope brimming with potentiality. It's okay that you don't always trust this. You're not alone in holding the candle high for transformation. Right now, contemplate how being in the energy of enough makes you feel. Eventually, you will have no attachment to what you do or do not manifest in the material world, what you do or do not have. Then, like magic, you have more than enough. What a fascinating universe we live in. So there you go. Damn. Oh, that was... So obviously, a lot of what the magic that you guys need to work is, again, trusting that the magic is enough. That you have enough, that you are enough. That you are worthy of what is coming for you. And to trust that it is coming for you. Stop doubting it. The minute you start doubting your magic, the minute you mess up the manifestation. All right? And there's so much here for you guys about unpacking your feelings, dealing with your feelings, dealing with the feelings of others, how you take on the feelings of others. There's a need here to also address, are you in a toxic relationship? And doesn't necessarily mean that's a romantic one, okay? It could be with family, it could be with friends, it could be in your workplace, it could be anything. It could be your relationship with online social media, like, whatever's the toxicity, it's time to step away. Now you know exactly what it is. You're just choosing to ignore it because it's easier to stay the victim than it is to fight the oppressor. Hey. Ugh. Don't know where that came from. Damn. Yeah, fuck, sorry. Okay, let's talk about our animals here. Let's talk about the shark and let's talk about the hyena. Bare your teeth, baby. All right. 36. So, with purpose with the shark, you are perfectly formed to be who you were born to be. There is great power. Sorry, guys, I was hearing some sudden knocking, and I was like, what is that? Anyway, what was I reading? So, the shark. You are perfectly formed to be who you were born to be. There is great power in keeping your focus. Procrastination is just another kind of fear. What? We have the fear card. Oh, wow. So keep moving forward. You are protected in a difficult task. You gotta bite the bullet and you gotta do the difficult task. You can't keep ignoring it, baby. Dorsal fin. So some symbols to watch out for with this is dorsal fin out of water, shark tail, shark teeth, and jaws. All right. Let's also look at the hyena. So with fear, examine your fears, especially the fear of difference, of the unknown, and of death. There may be an abandonment of something, a belief, a person, a place. Remember that because something is strange, it doesn't mean that it cannot be beautiful or good. We all have a job to do. We all have our own genius. Be sure you have the correct information to have a truthful understanding. Don't jump to assumptions. Make sure to check your facts before you go believing something, especially if I feel like that's a toxic relationship with social media right there, believing the first thing you see on there. And it can be so wrong. It's like the whole thing with AI right now with like what it can spit out and creating false narratives and, all that stuff. Anyway, some symbology to pay attention with this is the colors of white and red, bone, sun, death, sun, and magic. Interesting. So we're also going to talk about, I want to save these two for last. So let's talk about the transformation card with 41. So this is the green-pink colorway, and this is communication channels from otherworldly beings are open for you now, so expect the unexpected. You will soon be undergoing a major transformation that will shift you like never before. Be open to unexpected and synchronistic events, like the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis. It may feel a bit disorienting at first, but something very magical is about to transpire in your life. Allow this and you will soar. The companion crystals here, and these are crystals you could use in working this magic, is tanzanite and kyanite. And the companion essential oil is eucalyptus. All right, now we get into these two cards. All right, inspiration and truth. These are the spellcaster cards. So start with inspiration. Before I do that, let me take a sippy. Tea. All right. Inspiration. Inspiration beckons you to trust in your imagination, for this is the gateway to real magic and a world that you wish to light up. Call upon the spirits of the air to stimulate your mind and illuminate any creative ideas. A flash of inspiration to bring about a brilliant revelation will change your course and is reflected in your thoughts and dreams. Focus and follow up on inventiveness and innovation. Allow your inner creativity to be expressed. Take long walks to clear the mind and allow nature to truly inspire you. So throw caution to the wind and watch as your visions manifest into reality so you too can become someone to aspire to. So our spell incantation here is: face east at sunrise during a new moon phase on a Tuesday. Light a yellow candle and say, spirits of air sweep through my mind, clearing all blocks and open and kind. Imagination is the key. Unleash true gift. Trust what I see. Paint, write, sing, create, have fun. Draw from that inspiration. Yellow flame illuminate. Clarity to meditate. Connect with muse, passion fired. Now I truly am inspired. Blow out the candle and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, a protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. So the magical meanings here are: meditate daily. You guys definitely need to do that. Start a new project. You should also do that. Write, paint, and draw. Get creative. Have that new project be something creative, especially if you feel like, oh, I can't draw, I can't do. Art is therapy. It will help you work through your emotions, whether you suck or not. We all suck when we first start drawing, okay? That's just life. Practice. You'll get better. Anyway, get into nature. Exactly. Stop wallowing at home, being sad on your phone. Go outside, take a walk, get some fresh air, okay? Like, these are things that are going to help you. Take long hilly walks and blow the cobwebs away for clarity of mind. Exactly. Get wild. Become a wild woman or man or however you identify. Go get wild out in nature and just like run around barefoot. Like, it's time to get out of the sad thoughts. All right. And next up we have truth. So this card says, be honest. Not only with others, but also with yourself. It's time to face facts. Otherwise, the truth may be revealed in a way you may not wish it to be. For the truth will come out. It always does. Better that you confess sooner rather than later in order to avoid a bigger confrontation than you can handle. Remember that when you keep the truth from others or speak untruthfully, your energy lowers and your light fades. It's time to release the heavy burden of secrecy. However, if you've been deliberately misled, remember that no one deserves to be in your life if they think that you aren't worthy enough to be told the truth. Ooh. Let the truth set you free. Oh, damn. That one just gets straight to the point. So our spell incantation here is gaze into a mirror through the flame of a lit white or purple candle on a Thursday night under a full moon and say, Magic mirror, help me see. Reveal secrets kept from me. Gaze into a flame so bright, puts perspective through a new light. The truth lit up, nowhere to hide. Answers found deep down inside. Integrity doth hold the key as I implement honesty. When you have finished mirror scrying, blow out the candle and say, gratefully I accept the magic of you, a protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be. So the magical meanings with this particular card are check in with and trust your intuition. Hey! Someone is hiding something from you. Admit the truth before someone else does. Live and speak your truth. There you go. All right. Lastly, we're going to pull some Making Magic cards for you guys. And again, these are sigils that you could actually use to work the magic that's related to the message. And let's see what you guys get. We got fire. The element of fire heralds new life, renewed passion, and positive transformation. Exactly. Oop. We have safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. God. All right. Oh. We have the Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. We have the Festival, creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic party or event. And we have the Triple Moon, embrace all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. And I feel like we need one more. There we go. We got the elements. The elements of fire, air, earth, and water combine to create powerful protective boundaries, spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. Damn. This pile, you guys definitely have some sassy spirit guides who were coming out to like tell you how it is, because they want the best for you. And they see that you're struggling, but it's partially a struggle of your own making. And so they want you to get back on the right course. And you know what? If you don't admit it to yourself now, if you don't get truthful with yourself that you are that you have a problem or that you're in a problematic situation, the universe is going to push you. And it may not be pretty. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. It's like, if you keep it, this is your warning right now. Like, if you don't listen to this, again, if this pile resonates to begin with, and I feel like some of you are going to try to fight it, but that it does resonate. Yeah. What are you afraid of? Get real with yourself. Get truthful with yourself. Write that shit down. Look at it in black and white or a colored pen. Colored pens are fun. Make it fun. Make it fresh. Do some fun things. But get real with yourself. Look at the cards. I mean, write down your fears and be raw and truthful. Write it all down and look at it and face it. Because if you don't do it now, the universe is going to force you to look at it, and it's not going to be pretty. So, yeah, that's the reading. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. If this resonated, oh boy. Again, check out all my other links if you're interested in my other YouTube channel. If you want some inspiration to do a creative project, you can go check out my other channel or my website where there's artwork, my portfolio, all that good stuff. I also have Instagram, Blue Sky, Patreon, TikTok, you name it. I probably am on there, except for some certain things because I left. because I didn't like it anymore. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.